Hello, everybody. As you can see, that's my job title. What that actually means is that I do research into, particularly into the teaching of English literature at secondary level, and also I do a lot of work with beginning English teachers on our PGCE. So, I'm an ex-English teacher, and I'm very close to classrooms, shall we say, on a regular basis. So, one of the things that we found when we were doing the Lit in Colour research is that there isn't really a lot of evidence about what happens when you study a text by a person of colour, or when there's a kind of diverse curriculum in your school. There's a little bit of evidence from America, but there's really not very much from this country. And so one of the opportunities you get if you sign up for the Lit in Colour Pioneers programme is to contribute to some research. And I'm just here to tell you a little bit about what that entails and what you could contribute to. So we have two parts to the research that we're carrying out at the moment. One of them is quantitative. It's online survey based. This is all done in school. And what it means is that we would ask your students to complete a survey before and after the Lit in Colour Pioneers texts that I taught. And those kind of questions that they are fairly anodyne, but we're looking for a change essentially. And they include things like attitudes to English, attitudes to school, some level of cultural competence, and a measure which is rather amusingly called fantasy, but essentially is the same kind of thing that that Maxine Green calls the social imagination, the idea that the ability to imagine life as different than it is. And some measures to do with kind of being able to put yourself in other people's shoes. And the idea is that we're just interested to know what happens when we are studying these kinds of texts. And in particular, we're looking for ways in which we can improve the experience of students when they're learning English in secondary school, but also so that we can improve the support that we are offering to teachers like yourselves who are looking to diversify the curriculum, make changes, change their set text. So the other half of the research is the qualitative bit, which is interviews. And if you were to sign up for the interviews, then that would be a case of either me or one of my researchers would come to your school and conduct some interviews with two teachers, about 30 minutes each, and with three pairs of students from across the group that were taking the Pioneers text. And that would be after they had completed their study of the text. Now, the quantitative survey is really, we're looking at GCSE students, because the real power of quantitative research is when you've got a good size sample. It enables you to reach what's called statistical significance and to make really quite strong claims. And we know that that's the kind of evidence that enables people to kind of make the leap, make the change, and really know the confidence that they're doing something which is good for their students. We know this is good for their students because these are fantastic texts. And one of the things that I've been doing is I've been going to schools and doing these interviews is really enjoying the kind of the passion that teachers and students have about these texts, and kind of the connections that they're making, and the real enjoyment that they have. And I mean, we use the Empress. We have used the Empress for years on our PGCE, and we really love it as a text. I'm very excited about getting to see it at the RSC, and Pam will be pleased to know that it's going to be filmed. They've announced which dates they're filming it, so it will be available not just in person. But that's, in a nutshell, is the research possibilities. So if you sign up for Pearson Pioneers, and what you would like to do is to contribute to the improvement of support for teachers, the improvement of support for students, excuse me, and really just kind of increase our knowledge base about this, then we will be so grateful to have you sign up for the research, and there's lots more information available that I can send you if that is something that would be of interest to you.